You ever notice how it seems like every day someone else in a videography Facebook group is selling off a Red camera or unloading their entire collection of gear, claiming that they're getting out of the business? After years in the industry, I've seen these same four traps take down more videographers than I can count. If you're serious about building a video business that lasts, stick around. Today, I'm sharing the 4 major mistakes that ruin videographers and how you can avoid them. Hey, it's Zephan here. Now, as videographers, we all know what it's like to have doubts about where our next job is going to come from, especially during those quiet months. Mistakes happen, and that's part of the learning curve. But there are 4 specific ones that I see over and over that can absolutely derail a video business. These aren't just minor hiccups, they're more like quicksand. And if you're not careful, they'll pull you under. Let's dive into these, starting with a big one that I see all the time: over-investing in gear. Let's talk gear. I get it. We all love having the latest and greatest equipment, but here's the thing: a $30,000 camera won't land you more clients if you're not already good at networking and building relationships. I've seen so many videographers caught in this endless cycle of buying and selling equipment, convinced that the next camera or the next lens will be the game changer. They're what we call gearheads and pixel peepers. They're never satisfied, they're always chasing perfection, but that's just it. Gear doesn't land you clients. Your reputation and the community that you build around yourself does. When you're constantly reinvesting any profits back into more gear, you're just spinning your wheels. Sure, it's important to have quality equipment, and that can get the job done, but at a certain point in time, upgrading doesn't make sense if you haven't invested in systems to bring in new clients. Focus on the basics. Get gear that serves you well, and then get out there and build connections. You could have a $3,000 camera or a $30,000 camera, and it won't matter if you're not in the right circles to make it work for you. Next up, let's talk pricing. Too many videographers start out by underpricing their services, hoping to attract more clients. I get it, it's tempting to think that you'll gain an edge by offering lower rates, but when you undervalue yourself, you end up in a cycle of overwork and underpayment. You're constantly chasing gigs, trying to make up for the low rates, and it's a quick road to burnout. You also quickly find that the types of clients that you are working with in that price range are going to be the ones that you can never please. You know, the ones where you're at revision number 18, you're practically getting paid $3 an hour at this point, and there's seemingly no end in sight. Your skills are valuable, and it's crucial to price them accordingly. Know your worth. If you're struggling with how to set your rates, I've got a free pricing calculator linked below that hundreds of videographers have used to figure out what they should really be charging. It even includes a step-by-step training video to guide you through it. Remember, clients who are only after the cheapest option are likely to cause you more headaches than they're worth. So set your rates based on your value, not out of fear that the clients will walk away. It's funny how the more you charge, the less clients are a pain. It sounds counterintuitive, but I see it all the time. Now, this next one is something that I had to learn the hard way: not following up with leads. Let me tell you, following up is a requirement. Early on, I used to think that if a client didn't get back to me, they weren't interested. I'd just move on and figure it wasn't meant to be. But here's the thing, sometimes no doesn't mean no forever. It just means not right now. By failing to follow up, I missed out on so many potential projects and clients. Following up isn't just about landing new gigs, it's also about staying on top of current projects and getting things wrapped up faster. It keeps you fresh in the client's mind, and they'll appreciate that extra nudge. If you're not following up, you're leaving money on the table. So here's a quick tip. After a proposal, send a follow-up within a few days. Then reach out again a week or 2 later if you don't hear back. A quick note for anyone who is working with a client over a messenger app like texting or Facebook: please don't. Create an email chain, talk on the phone when possible, but recap what was discussed in an email thread, not only so that you can have notes to refer back to, but also so the client sees that you were doing your due diligence to ensure that everyone stays on the same page. I know it's intimidating to pick up the phone and call, or it's easier to text, but it's unprofessional and doesn't leave a lot of room for understanding when things might get misinterpreted. Lastly, relying solely on websites and directories for your leads is a huge mistake. I see a lot of videographers thinking that making profiles on sites like Production Hub or Thumbtack is all that they need to do. Sure, you might get a few bites, but it's a dangerous game to play if you're not actively building a network. Here's the reality. You're a small fish in a huge sea, and just because you're listed doesn't mean that you'll get noticed. Networking isn't just for extroverts, it's essential for survival in this industry. You need both inbound and outbound leads to create a sustainable pipeline. If you're sitting by hoping work will come to you, you're setting yourself up to fail. Get out there and make connections. Reach out to local videographers, photographers, and even people in adjacent fields like lighting or audio. Join groups, attend events, and make it a priority to build genuine relationships. Look, being a videographer is about more than just the tech side. You've got to be your own HR, PR, and finance departments. If you're just waiting for work to land on your doorstep, you're in trouble. The best creatives in the world didn't get discovered by accident. They put in the effort to build their networks, and so should you. I consider these the 4 horsemen of videography failure. If you recognize any of these in your own business, it's time to change course before they lead you down the wrong path. Don't let yourself fall into the trap of overinvesting in gear, undervaluing your skills, neglecting to follow up, or relying solely on passive sources for clients. The good news, each of these mistakes is avoidable, and you can take action today to steer your business in the right direction. And if you want to take it a step further, I've got the 333 Creators Challenge designed to help videographers like you land clients, master your pricing, and build a sustainable business. It's a 30-day journey with daily video training and real action steps that you can take to start seeing results. Check out the link below to learn more, and let's start building that business that lasts together. Don't let these mistakes hold you back. Let's crush it.